Good evening everybody, welcome to Contest of Speed EU3. I have arrived. We've just got just over 10 minutes left of qualifying. Shane won't be joining me, so Shane's unfortunately poorly, so you've had my voice for the next hour and a bit. We're at the Cathedral of Speed, so it should be a lovely quick race this evening, and unfortunately a depleted grid, but you know. They've got a break next week, and then they've got 6 weeks to recuperate and get themselves busy. Spud has already retired from the session, and we've only got about 4 lap times so far. I'm going to give friendly still waivers. Cornish Mantis continues his good form and goes to the top of the timesheets at 20.5. Everybody will be under soft tyre as qualifying looks to be dry. This evening, the other thing I've got to do, I said I'll do it, I'm checking the championship standings for EU3 because I had done it. Yeah, so Two-Spell leading the championship by 60 points. And then there's a couple of cars kicking around. Cygate on 106, J-Ray's on 89, Titchy's on 79, Cornish Mantis is on 73 after a strong second third of the season. Ami's down on 51 points as well. Yeah, should be a very quick race and should hopefully be an exciting one with the people that we have. Nice, you can hear me twice. Oh yeah, I'll sort it out. Okay, should be sorted. Apologies. I'm trying to do several things at once because that's what seems to happen when I say to people, right, I'm not going to be here for a bit. Can it all run smoothly? And it doesn't run smoothly. The drivers have heard my voice for the last few minutes, so that's fantastic. They can hear it again now. Hopefully through the stream. Thanks, BK. Thanks. As I was saying, split myself into many things. Right, everyone's done a time, which is fantastic. Is Tebow going to do one? Well, there's not much of a grid, Tebow, so I would hope this time you'd have a go. Have a go. Trying to do two things at once. It's impossible. A Scari. Fast flowing through a Scari. It's anybody on a lap. Let's have a look. Anybody on a flying lap. Tin Man isn't. Cornish is. The Wizards I think it's just done one. Tichy is currently on one. Fragnista spins. Tichy doesn't look like he's now on one because he's got no battery. Oh yeah, he's not on one. Tebow is on one, but he's invalidated already, which is a fantastic start. Who else have we got to go? J-Ray's on an out lap. There's just over 3 minutes left. Somebody do something, please. If you could not crash, that'd be good. Yeah, Tichy's also not on one. In fact, he's saving battery back up. Cornish Madness was on one. Cheers, game. Said he was on an outlap at 120.2. Ekes the advantage out ever more. So one bit of on track action we had, I missed. Great, good start. She's on his long run clearly. Jerry looks to be attacking this lap. Kind of. Yeah, let's keep on board with it. Why not? Let's see what he does. Matched his time through sector 1. He is using DR. He's going to get a tyre, I think, a little bit off the car in front. He is 2 tenths down low through sector 2. Again. Oh, Jerry runs wide. Tichy is still out there. A new controller. Ooh. Is that right, Fragnista? AK. Whoa! Titch, that'll be rear wing damage. X427 on that. Here we go. Down into turn 1, the Rettifilio. Chicane. I'm trying to look for the proper names on it because I want to try and get it right. Through the Curva Grande and the Deliroja. The second chicane up towards Lesmo 1 and Lesmo 2. The Curva del Celeralaglio. Actually butchered that one, but we'll show a lot of it. Variante Ascari. That is 3 corners. Looks the car on exit as he wants to back end step out like that did there. Up towards the easiest one for me, the Parabolica. car all the way to the line. Not too far, because we saw an F3 car launch across the sausage curve a few years ago. And it was a 1:20.3. Gets himself into fourth. That qualifying has been concluded. J-Ray hasn't got any battery left. Fragnice has spun by the looks of things. Everybody else is coming in. J-Ray still continuing on, just trying to improve his lap time, and does a 21.3. What could have happened if he had a bit of battery left. The Wizard is on a lap. He's currently 2/10 up, so at the moment it's looking like it could be pole position for Ferrari in front of Tifosi. What a wonderful world that would be. Around the Parabolica, tight to the line, and could be into. Oh, it isn't pole. The Mantis has struck again. And that will conclude qualifying. Lovely stuff. If there's anybody in the chat, you know what to do. Get those predictions in early. That would be fantastic. Liverpool now 4-1 up for anyone that's interested. Absolute carnage it's now. Mo Salah with the fourth. Diego Jota got the third after Leeds pulled one back after early into the second half. That would be. So top four not separated by that much. It's Cornish Mantis, 2-Spell, Hex427, and Cygate separated by just over a tenth. Tin Man is half a second back, closely followed by Tichy and J-Ray and Fragnisa, separated by only 1 thousandths between them. And Red Mask, so a bit of a gap. We've got 4 and then a 5. Spud and Tebow, I would suspect, will hopefully slot into this gap between 4th and 5th. Right, let's have a quick look, shall we? Tyres and oh, interesting. Mostly on the hard tyre, but a couple of medium runners and the couple of soft runners. Sorry, just sorting out penalties for EU2. Can't see. I've just fixed it. Oh, what a world. I don't know. So yeah, Tournish Mantis enters from hard, Ferrari split strategy, Export 27 Marines, 7 Marines, 10 on the hards. Both the Alpines are on soft, everybody else is on the hard tyre to start off with. I reckon there may be a safety car. I'll be amazed if all 11 people finish the race. Right, we're off and we are ready to go for 27 laps round Monza. This hopefully will be, it should be one of the quickest races of the season. We will watch the revs build. Mantis is away. Two-Spell though is off with a better launch off the start, so it's Ferrari. The Mercedes Saigate on the medium tyre goes to the inside. Please all avoid each other. No, there's a couple have gone straight on side by side through turn one. Is the Aston Martin and the Ferrari. Please be careful with the rejoin. No, there isn't. Where's Tim Man? Tim Man is okay. He's good. He's still pointing in the same direction. Everybody has safely made it through. Ticci is making use of the soft tyres and is up into. Oh, Saigate is spun. And there's contact and damage. That looks to be like red mask. As well, Saigate's got no front wing. Two-Spell leads the way from Mantis, followed by J-Ray. Then Ticci's up to fourth. J-Ray hasn't got a front wing. So not the cleanest start. Frenice is going to have to be careful with this McLaren. He's hopefully not going to fight it too much. And Frenice runs wide, a couple run wide. Spud's in there as well. Everybody hopefully has made it through Ascari. Yes, we have for the first time. So let's have a quick look at position changes. One with Mantis going down, Ticci up 3, Frenice up 4, T-Bar up 6, avoids the carnage, up to 5th place already, make it nearly, although he's just bumped round Frenice. There's a Ferrari going slow on the exit, there's an Alpine filtering its way through, Spud has taken advantage, there's been a crash between the Pass and the Alfa Romeo, the polystyrene has been kicked up into the sky. Who knew with so little there'd be so much carnage? Why? Those that come in and stopped already go onto the medium tyre. We've got a front 3 and Spud is back in 4th place. Having made some moves off the start. That was all very chaotic indeed. Mantis seemed to have really caught up to the back of Wizard there, so it seems he's got his tyres up to temperature this time around. There's 23.9 from Ticci. Mantis is closing in, looks to go for a move. Oh, Ticci in the back of Mantis there. Spud closing in as well, by a couple of attempts this time round. Tivo is putting himself on the medium. It's going to be interesting to see where he comes out in relation to J-Ran and Sygate. These guys fighting, points are up for grabs this evening. They know this. It's quite well Spud. Attempt through the first sector as well. Gorgeous the Alpine. I'm expecting a lot of low downforce setups. I'd be very surprised if anyone's running double figured. Maybe they are running double figured wings. Who knows? 1.7 now the gap. Spud on a charge at the moment. It's a second in nearly a lap on the soft tyres, making them work well. Dan's still tucked up behind. Fregnisi's had a little bump with we've seen already with Thibaut. 427 though with the DRS wide open gets that move done quite easily. Just needs to be careful with the overspeed. Mantis all over the back of the Wizard. Wizard's going to force him to the outside. So I'm watching Fernando Alonso and Sebastian Vettel in their prime. Oh, still side by side. I've not got a great camera angle. Please sort it out, broadcast ends. Thank you. And Mantis is through. Ticci close behind. Spud also now has joined the back of this trio. Without actually having to expend too much DRS either. He's got himself obviously past Nice. Has already pulled out a gap to the Haas driver. He's also gone 1.5 seconds quicker as well compared to his personal best. Let's have a quick look gap to leader to see how J-Ray's doing. 32.8. We'll go back to that in a few laps time to see if he's still continuing to close down the gap. It's now 5-1 to Liverpool. Diogo Jota has scored again. Leeds unfortunately look like they are going down. Of course, Mantis is also moving down as well because he's now behind Ticci and the Wizard. So probably made a mistake there. We've seen Tin Man ahead at the moment of Red Mask. Apologies for missing that one. I knew this was going to happen. I looked down for 2 seconds. So it's what we saw really from qualifying. The Ferraris and the Aston Martin up there. Just Sygate dropped all the way down to the back of the grid. The other Ferrari is dragging along Dragonista as well. So the top 6 are only separated by less than 5 seconds, which is pretty good going already, considering the variety of tyres being used. Spud is definitely on the charge, going to the outside. He didn't want to do that because I think, first of all, he's now spun twice. The second thing, he was ahead of the Aston Martin going into... Oh, and Tin Man's gone as well. He was going to be ahead of the Aston Martin going into the braking zone. So, did he get DRS? He did get DRS. Interesting. Hard tyres for the Alpine, I reckon. Yes, go to the end. Go to the end, Spud. Go to the end. So Ticci leads 2 spell. The softs, I don't think we'll see Ticci stay out much longer as Thibaut's put in a 23.2. One of those lovely softs. Spud's now got himself back out behind J-Ray. So J-Ray's actually not lost too much time because he only had to make that early stop with the front wing damage. So putting in some good times is the McLaren driver to keep up with everybody else. Cornish has composed himself, or recomposed himself, and he's got himself back within the DRS of the Ferrari. He's going to be pulled along by his brother at the moment, loving life. Sector 3, 10, no, red mask this time. So one AlphaTauri spins, and then the other one spins a little bit later. Now we'll have a gap of a few drivers. Time or not here. Just needs to closing back in a little bit on the system. He's not had a great middle sector. The Mantis did close in, but Mantis had a poor exit out of the Scari, and that Ferrari seems to be just put it in a straight line, a bit more a low downforce setup on the Ferrari, evidently. Hop back to an interesting battle going on for P9 at the moment. Spud under a little bit of pressure to the medium guys behind him, and there's his 3-second time. For those of you know, Spud can go to the end now, so it doesn't really matter. Two behind is going to have to probably stop again. Most likely to be onto, I reckon, soft tyre. We'll see people on the side of that going to those medium styles. We'll have a look to see what Dan does in the other Ferrari in those mediums. Tichy's had a moment and made a mistake. He's now be a puncture already, Titch, surely, not like last week. Car looks to be driving fine. AlphaTauri of Red Master spun, and now he's got his teammate all over the back of him. In fact, they've swapped around. Oh, did they switch around cleanly? It doesn't look like it. Red Mask is round again and he's rejoined in amongst the battle for what's now P8. Spud, then Tebow, then Cygate, Red Mask. Cornish is closing in on two-spell. He's not got that DRS to use of his brother like he has been trying to do his laps before. For those that have joined this evening, it's been interesting. There's not been many of them, but it's been interesting. Early stops for Tebow, Cygate, Red Mask, J-Ray, all for damage. A variety of incidents that went on with other drivers. Spud's had an early stop after a spin. We've seen the lead change 3 or 4 times already, and that's not because of overtakes. Some down to mistakes drivers are making. Mantis made a mistake. Tichy's just made one now. There's possibly those soft tyres on that Alpine. Oh, getting a little bit old. What can the Mantis do this time round? Oh, Tichy's spinning the pit lane. That's going to be quite crucial later on to the race if it stays as close as it has done. We've got a Formula 1 race and a Formula 2 race at the moment. It's quite a split between the grid because of circumstances that have happened. So Mantis, I feel, is running more downforce. He's very good at this part of the track. So we've got those like 1 and 2 can get quite close to the Ferrari and follow it. Oh, sorry, that was Variante. Oh, I think I even got it wrong that time. What was that second chicane? Cool. De La Rocha. Sorry, everybody. Scully. That what? Is that Tichy? Gone off after he made a pit stop? Possibly. There's a yellow flag in that vicinity. Spuds drops. The guys that were behind him. Strange. Mantis is all over the back of Wizard, and you think possibly this time round, look at the straight line speed the Wizard's got, not having to burn any RS there to keep the Aston Martin in time. Will the Aston Martin get stopped? Yes, it does this time around. So we'll see Mantis pull away in this area of the track, as we have done. We'll pop back into and see how J-Ray's getting on. He's closing in on the AlphaTauri of Tin Man. Again though, another one trying to burn his Tin Man. It's going to go to the inside. Someone's going to break late here. J-Ray gives him the room though, to be fair. Gets the move done up to P6 now for J-Ray. Nice has picked up a time penalty. That's on the exit of Lesmo 1. Tichy's gap to the lead is going to be quite important. It's 26.2 seconds, but I feel he's made a mistake somewhere as well when he came out on those mediums. I think he should be a couple seconds closer to the lead than what he is. He's gone soft and he's put on the medium, so possibly soft, medium, and maybe a medium soft. We'll see this race. That'd be it's very brave for them to do so. 26 seconds is the current gap, so we'll keep an eye on that as the race goes on. Lovely helicopter shot that we can see of Titch go through the parabolica as he sets the fastest lap, 22.8 on those brand spanking new mediums. Tin Man is too far back to mount an attack on J-Ray. Same for 2-star at the moment. Just kind of waiting. The next few laps we're going to see a proper kick-off between drivers. Let's have a quick scroll through. You're going to see some clicking, people, so be ready with your eyes. I'm just checking to see if anyone is underfueled. Spud is, I think, at the moment, waiting on the safety car. It's the gap out front, chopping and changing up to 8 tenths, then back down again. The Wizard is using that lovely DRS to keep up. His teammate has boxed, and it's going to be interesting to see where he comes. J-Ray's retired at Scary. It could be a free pass. It is a free pass, kind of. This is perfect for those that want to come in. Tichy stays out. That's going to be quite frustrating. Will he get back ahead of the Ferrari? Yes, just. That's fantastic news for the Evolve. Everybody behind will pit onto the medium tyre, I think. This will go to the end. So that's good news for the likes of Red Mask, Tin Man, Spud, Cygate. Spud's put on a new thing, possibly. That's a weird animation. Tivo's going to come in. Cygate's gone to the hard tyre. Let's have a quick look at the race director and the race director. Thanks, game. There we go. See the tyres that they've used. Cygate had to go back on the hards because he's been using the mediums. Same for X427. Tinman had to go mediums because he's on hards, but that's the logical step. The front three, I probably expecting to pit. Yeah, they all will. That makes sense. So corner should come in. Two-spell will come in. Fragnista will come in and will benefit massively from this if he slows the thing down. He does just. It's whether Tichy can get possibly one of these cars. Tichy's come in. Interesting. So Tichy's come in. So if he's got a set of Mantis going to get up to speed. Yeah. That's right, he's up to speed. So he's got ahead of the other Ferrari. Sorry everybody, just having a quick look. He's taking his penalty. So he's taken his penalty and then put on a brand new set of mediums to lose one, possibly two positions. So it's not the end of the world. Red Master's also come in. Tinman's carried on. So Tinman's going to jump a place to Red Master. Spud's going to do the same. And Sidegate was also going to do the same. We've only got 10 drivers of the 11 left. I'm surprised we still have at this point. The guys need to get to lap 20, end of lap 24 for... no, got that wrong. Yeah, the end of lap 24 for points to count. It's 6-1 to Liverpool. Darwin Núñez has just scored. Liverpool have run absolutely riot. Only penalties outstanding are track limit penalties and Spud and Fragnista. Did I spot someone diving into the pits? No, I didn't. But someone very close to. Still on the lap, I'm just doing the championship standings for some of the tiers. EU3 is looking quite interesting. In terms of the constructors, EU3 in terms of the constructors, I think it's quite obvious Ferrari lead the way in this one by quite some distance. A battle for second though. Aston Martin's run of form has meant they are now gone into second place ahead of Red Bull by 8 points because Red Bull only got one drive because of Tynus stepping down. Close battle for fourth. McLaren and Williams, quite a grudge match this one. They are on 103 points each, so that's the likes of, that's focusing likes of J-Ray, but basically it's J-Ray versus Ami now. We've got 17 full-time EU3 drivers, plus a couple of reserves. Was it interesting, J-Ray? It looked very interesting. We are away. Two-Spell made a decent start, but Titch is all over the back of Fragnista. mediums versus some of the hard runners. You're going to have to fear for the likes. Oh, hopefully no one runs into the back of anyone here. The Red Bull side gate possibly did. There's front wing damage on the Alpine because of what's just happened. I've just seen it. Spudsy's not going to be very happy, and I wouldn't be either. So Tiswell leads the way from Cornish, and then X427 Titches a fair whack behind. Massive damage back here. We got Tebow off. Tin Man's got damage, I think. I'd be amazed if he hasn't. So that makes a few now. Spud's still hanging on the back of these guys, so a little bit of chaos further down. Titch is going to have to bring the gap down between himself and X27. Yeah, I did see you broke your front wing, Jerry, right? And I didn't quite see how it happened, but yeah, I'm sure I'll see it at some point via videos, etc. Titch under pressure. Have to really pump those times in. We should see him catch the back of down in third, really. He's on the hard tyre. Spud's in the pits. New set of mediums. I think could be alright though. It's not a long pits laying around here, and the guys in front of him got damaged, so potential points on the cards. Well, more points on the cards than yeah, three into 1 or 2 is not great. So Mantis is close to 2 spot. Dropped the other Ferrari, who's now caused Trey. So we've got the front 2 leading away, and then we've got the 3rd down to 7th at the moment. This time we'll have 10 laps to go, and we cross the line. 10 laps to go, and 10 runners out of 11. Only the one safety car so far. Everyone's well behaved. DRS is enabled. Titch is posted 22.7, fastest lap of the race. I have a feeling that could be, yeah, the pace seems to be fairly similar between everybody at the moment. In terms of their fastest laps, very similar. The Tin Man has come in, which we've been using it to Spud's ears, because probably going to gain a position out of that one. Go up to P9. So we're expecting everybody else, bar any incidents, to go to the end of the race. It's just going to be a case of which order, and at the moment it's a Ferrari, an Aston Martin, a Ferrari and an Alpine, but I think that's about to swap. And we're probably going to see it into turn 1, both relatively low on ERS though, however, compared to the guys around them, so they're going to have to be careful with their deployment. Mantis is smelling blood, as the Ferrari went a little bit wide through there, and so did Mantis have a poor exit through there, but he'll have DRS this time around, and we may see a move. No use of ERS this time, goes to the inside. Ferrari's going to try and hold it, yeah, because he did not get it done, left him a bit too much room there. We just fought back, but then Mantis has got him on the exit. They're going to go side by side through the Curva Grande. I've seen these two go side by side already once this evening through this part of the track. Mantis has got the move done. Titchy ahead of the other Ferrari. Spud's pumped into the fastest lap of 22.1. How much ERS has he used that one? Not much, not bad, not bad. DRS trading from 1st down to 7th now. You would say anybody's game. It'll really hurt Fragnista though, because he's the only one with a penalty at the moment. So we head through for Ascari. Mantis, not a great exit through there, and Two Spurs really sensing an opportunity. Look at the straight line speed of the Ferrari. Oh, they played a game of chicken. Who got the DRS that time? It was Mantis, but he's quite far back because he's got Tichy now. That's not really worked out for him. He played a game of chicken going to the Parabolica. He's closing in, closing in, closing in. He's going to go to the outside. Two Spurs just going to cover the middle of the road. Wadio Fox. Oh, Spud is out somewhere. Where's that? Hopefully there's no rear wing damage. So he's got to make it a few more laps to get his point. So again, the top 7 separated by 3.6 seconds at the moment. Should be very intriguing. Don't know why Bantus did that. That was a very strange move. Maybe because he wants to save ERS up? I don't know. Burning it though. Sorry, I've just seen the stream back. Sorry everybody. That's a bit flickery between the two cars there. There's quite a bit to keep an eye on. A couple of people dropping out. There, we're going to see Fragnista go down the inside of the Ferrari, who's got a red light flashing, so run out of battery at the moment. Has got the DRS as well, but so has Fragnista. It's a long slipstream all the way down to turn 1. Everyone's made a move, but nobody's made a mistake. We go again. Spud is going to keep. He's kept on going, but I don't know if he's got any rear wing damage. I presume Pride was the only thing that's damaged there. Oh, there was contact between the Haas and the Ferrari. And the Red Bull Sygate's going to try and squeeze through as well. Switch back underneath from the Haas. Kind of didn't really see what was going on there. Looked like the Haas just turned in, but then it just looked like too far back. Sygate for Fragnista. Steady on, steady on. If you retire now, boys, you don't get anything. And it'll be all for nothing. Wolf has Red Masters just taken out the polystyrene. It's meant that there's a gap, top 3, and now there's 3, then another 3. Fragnista getting a bit punchy, and he's going to go up and under on Sygate already. Not in. God. Interesting, to say the least. Sorry, Two Spell Mantis missing out front, side by side. We've seen this before. It's between Hamilton and Verstappen. Titch those all over the back of Mantis now because of that coming together. The wizard showing the elbows because this is what he does. It's years of wisdom and experience. But Mantis seems to be the one with the pace at the moment. Seems to be the man other than the wizard on the move since as we entered the second third of the season. So those who don't know, it's an 18 race calendar split into 6, then 6, then 6. They've got a week break next week before their final 6 races before the new game comes out. Last big push. Pride and placement for next season. Thank you, Mythical, for the follow. Appreciate it. Appreciate it to have you aboard. We've got 5 laps to go. Mantis closing in this time, and he senses his opportunity. He's going to have to commit to the move because, again, Wizard's going to show him to the outside, run him deep as you can. He's going to go back across. We've seen this before. Watch the tangling of wheels on the exit. A little bit onto the grass is the Ferrari. Ticci's just watching it and loving life at the moment, thinking they're going to possibly take each other out. He's looking to up a move on his brother, which would be very interesting in terms of the championship battle. Oh, they've made contact! They've made contact! Drama! The two brothers collide. I thought they were going to get very close. Ticci's driving off in sympathy and regretting that choice. It did look like it was going to get very close into turn 3. Sorry, turn 4. All of a sudden, Mantis has got a massive gap. Drama with 5 to go. Ticci's ceded the position, but what damage has it done in terms of big points for the championship? Because all of a sudden, Cygate is now ahead of Two Spell, so the gap will come down at this as it stands. Cygate at the moment on for P2. Go to the outside, round the outside. Frignesis is going to run it in deep. Yep, he's entitled to it. Although there's a gap in there for him, Cygate goes possibly through just about into second place. Can he chase down the Mantis? What pace has he got left? He's not got any battery compared to the Mantis though. Well, we didn't see that coming. Spud's gone on to some softs to pump in the fastest lap to get a bonus point, which is giving 2 instead of his 1. Cygate under pressure from Frignesis seems to have a really top speed heavy setup on. So low downforce. Brigmaster runs wide, gets away with it. Two Spell cutting into this gap, 3/10 that lap. Gonna have to work really hard to get there. He'll get at least 1 place because of possibly because of Frignesis' penalty. Frignesis is going to go past Cygate. This is not good for Cygate because this basting means he can't focus solely on trying to catch down the Mantis. Low, 4.4 is the gap. That gap seems to be growing, isn't it? Ever more Mantis on the charge. Spud 21.7. I'll be amazed if that gets beaten. Wizard 1.6 seconds now the gap. Thibaut is closing onto the back of the Ferrari of currently fighting over 6th place. The Ferraris were looking good when we had the safety car restart, and now it's just unravelled just a little bit. It's not been too bad. Thibaut's come in. Oh no, Dan's come in and picked up a penalty. So he's going to lose 2 places to get 1 point back. So he'll lose a point or couple. Interesting choice. Interesting indeed. I don't think Spud will be too happy if he gets that points that one off of him. Good news, everybody scores points. From this point onwards, everybody scores points, which means for some people, for certain individuals this season, i.e. Spud, it's his first points of the season, as we are 12 rounds in. Cue celebrations. Everybody else has scored a point, apart from Escobar, but Escobar's only done one race. Tebow will be on for his third points finish of the season. And Mantis is starting the final lap. Two spell pass red mask or not, as the case may be. Cygate didn't get past Fragnista for second. This isn't over yet, because I think the battle for second place on the podium spot could be very, very interesting. Because it would be nice to watch Cornish do a lap of honour, but I don't think, barring calamity, this is where the action's going to be. So they'll have one more opportunity to get as close as they can before they run up to the Parabolica. Cygate's got the DRS on a rocket ship. That seems to be that Haas at the moment. It's a rocket ship the other week. Cygate's sitting in third. He knows he hasn't got to do much. He's only got to defend from the guys behind to hold of the lead. Mantis eased off through Scari. He comes round the Parabolica for the final time. Battled it out with the Wizard, but the Mantis wins to pick up his third win of the season. We're expecting Cygate to finish second, but it's going to be Fragnista. Fragnista all the way down to fifth. The Cygate in red mask, two spelled fourth, Tebow fifth. Fragnista down to sixth in the end because of that penalty. How important is that? Tichy finished seventh after his incident with his brother. X427 is about to possibly steal the fastest lap here off Spud. And Spud won't be very happy with that, I don't think. Fastest lap gonna be... Oh, he got it! He got it by 2 tenths. 2 tenths of a second. So Ferrari, that scores... Ferrari's gonna score 5 points. Two-man grinded out there, P9. Spud... Well, with the few drivers we had this evening, managed to just stay in it, and we'll pick up a point for P10 and his first point of the season, which will be some crumb of comfort. Thank you for the 15 or so people that have been watching this evening or listening in, which is really good. Yeah, hello Hilly, Spud's got a point. Well, hey, finally. It's taken 12 races, but he's finally got it. It's been fluctuating this evening. Say above 10, up to 18, 19 at one point, but thanks for the majority that's stuck around. Despite the small grid, it was actually quite entertaining, that one. Shane will be back in a couple of weeks, so will we. Might as well do this now. AM3 is the next on-track action coming this evening, 9 PM Eastern, 2 AM in the UK and 3 AM for our European friends. Crossplay 2 is tomorrow at 8 PM UK as normal, followed by AM2, same time as AM3, EU2 and AM1, same time as the other tiers of that region on Wednesday, and Thursday is EU1, and that will be the last of the on-track action for the F1 guys for this week. When EU1 are done, they'll got a week break next week, so, and then the racing continues on the, because I know I've heard you all ask, I can hear you. Racing will continue on the 1st of May, which is a bank holiday here in the UK. They are at Hungary. So week break next week, and then on-track action to resume on the 1st of May. That is Hungary for EU3. That is their next race. And then we finish off with Hungary, Abu Dhabi, Imola, Singapore, China, and Brazil as our finale. Last race week is June the 5th. That week. Blades is alive. Wasn't too bad, Blades. Wasn't too bad. I have spoken for like an hour, and I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna say this now to the people that were in the chat. That was one of the quick ones. Yeah, stream's just over an hour. Did I put on a good show? You did. Actually, pace-wise for everybody, it was fairly even. A couple of mistakes, but yeah, just pick up a penalty. Unfortunately, couldn't do that. Well done to Mantis, Sygate, and Redmaster. Apologies, won't be doing any interviews. I will wrap it up there. Keep an eye on the socials as normal. Thank you very much for watching, and good night.